everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. Long time no see. We have just been so crazy busy this summer. Just all the things, all the projects, all the animals and all their needs and the heat. It was just too much for this lady to juggle, so something had to give, and one of those things was YouTube. It was a little too much to add to my plate, but we did get some filming done. Not a lot, but we did film some stuff in our little break. So I'm gonna kind of stitch those together and give you guys a little bit of a catch up. Good morning, everybody. Hey, everybody. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. The chaos continues over here. I am moving into the barn now to milk the cows, and Miss Claire is going to get a belated pregnancy test. All right, so next up we are gonna do Miss Claire's blood draw for her pregnancy test. So we've got a needle that just screws onto this little valve right here, and we can pop our blood tube onto that once we are in the vein, and then we will have blood. Now you do not want to puncture the tube before you are in the cow. The reason for that is that this tube is vacuum sealed. So there is basically negative pressure in here. So when you go into the cow, that pressure is going to pull the blood into the vial. If you lose that pressure, it's just gonna be a needle sitting in the blood and not being able to pull it out. Just like that. A little tricky when you have to do everything yourself, but it works. So here is the test itself. It's just a very simple little pregnancy test. It's got a control line here that should stay present and a test line. So the blood will move across. Your test line will either appear or not appear, and your control line has to still be there. If the control line disappears and you don't see one, the test is faulty. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now that's going to sit there. And it can take up to 30 minutes. Okay, so machine is on Callie right now. I'm checking on her very frequently. But I'm nosy and I ran over to check the test. And guys, it's positive. That is a positive result, because 1 line is negative, 2 lines is positive. So we have 7 cattle that will all be either going to the processor or being butchered this year. The ones that I just grained, 3 of them are going to a butcher. 1 of them will be butchered here on site. 2 others are in the pasture because their buyers want them grass finished. And then we have Chuck, who will be the last one. He is going way out in August, and so we're not finishing him yet. Soon we'll start him on his grain for his 90-day finish, but he still gets to enjoy full-time pasture for now, and he will be starting on grain to be finished at the appropriate time for his August processing date. So this beauteous thing behind me here is part of the future of our homestead. That's right, guys, I got a semen tank. I don't want to brag or anything. No, it is a liquid nitrogen tank, and it is already stocked with Angus bull semen. So we are now able to artificially inseminate our beef cows. Now we can AI our cows. We can also buy more sperm from other bulls. Like, our whole world just opened up as far as breeding our cows. So, super excited. We are back in the goat barn because today is vaccination day. Our youngest litter is 4 weeks old today. And so we're gonna go ahead and get our CDT vaccines done on everybody.
The room I'm in right now is actually attached to our dairy barn, and it is actually an old dairy room. So like these posts and stuff, they used to, I don't know if you can like kind of see these areas that got cut, but they actually would milk cows right here. They'd stand there and they'd open the doors like so, and they'd let the cows in and they'd stand here and milk, or they actually had milk machines. And then at some point in history, there was a period of time when the government said, hey, dairy farmers, there's a lot of milk on the market, we'd like to buy you out. And so that's what happened with this dairy farm. They literally bought out the farmers who worked here, who lived here, who ran their own dairy. Small as it was, they were no longer allowed to have a dairy farm. Now, I say this only because the history that's been given to me comes from our neighbor, and he said they were so serious about it, in fact, that they wouldn't even let them have their own family cow. Their own family cow, they were threatened with lawsuits, and their cow was seized. Like, it was a whole thing. So, you know, there's always the opportunity to get into bed with government contracts, but if you happen to do that, I'd recommend you kind of look at them very carefully, because yes, while they got years of milk produce paid off by the government as a subsidy, it kind of messed with the future of this very room I'm in. This room kind of became a catch-all trash room, and a lot of the trash is still here. You can look, actually we'll go ahead and pan the floor. It is mostly clear because I have been working really hard in here, and my goal is to take this whole dairy area, and get it back clean and operational again. I think that'd be super duper cool. As you know, right now we milk in kind of a dirt pad area, like an area we've kind of makeshifted into a milking area. But this looks like it would be super easy after we clean it to kind of retrofit and fit and get back into a useful area. Either way, we're gonna get it clean. We'll see what it looks like, see what kind of effort it's gonna take to do that. Come on, I'll show you kind of some of the stuff that we see in here. Kind of caught things for 30-something years, and so we're gonna try to make it usable. Well, this is kind of cool. We've opened up the door behind. This is where the cows would be released post-milking. Pretty cool. And I'm kind of just intrigued by how this works. Living on an old farm like this, you kind of go, I wonder what it was like back in the day, right? And then cleaning up these areas and getting that visual of, okay, this is kind of making sense how it was done. That's a really cool feeling. Kind of reclaiming a little piece of history and being a part of it. I'm digging it.
We have Minnie and Rocky. They are both going to the butcher today. Our first trip to the processor with cows that we raised. It's gonna be a big deal. Rocky, actually, we didn't raise from a calf. We've had him for about a year. And Minnie, we have raised since she was little. So Ginny, another one of our Holstein heifers, was just picked up a few days ago. She is also being processed for beef. So we have Rocky and Minnie going today, and then in 2 weeks we have Hermione and Rita going. So that'll be all of, well, not all of them. That'll be all the ones that we just finished. Rita is grass finished. The others, and Ginny was grass finished, and the rest have been grain finished. Now we will still have Rug and Chuck for this year. They are both going to be in August, so have a little bit of time, but we're going to get, Rug has already been in the grain pen. We're okay with him finishing a little longer on grain, and Chuck is going to be moving into the grain finishing pen so that he is ready to go in August. Now today is also an adventure day because a friend of ours needs me to drive our trailer to go on a merry little jaunt to pick up a new animal for them. It's Hannah!
Hi!
I told y'all, you know, a friend. I met Hannah. She's my friend. So we are running up to milk the goats before we leave because we are going to take our trailer to go pick up a pony. Pony adventures. Not for here.
Nope, for my daughter.
David has been super clear. The pony is not coming here. It's like, I know. It's going to Hannah's.
They can come and visit.
So we are running up to milk the goats before we leave, and then we gotta hook up the trailer, and then we gotta go get the pony in Knoxville. Okay, we just made it. Hannah just got out of the car. We are about to pick up Miss Juliet, the pony. We are here at Flyaway Farms in Knoxville. I'm excited, even though it's not my pony.
She is a sweet little girl.
Okay, so we are back at Hannah's. We've actually already unloaded Miss Juliet. We totally forgot to grab the camera because, you know, things happen. So there she is in the yard, happily munching on some grass. So she unloaded just fine. The trailer is full of her particular leavings. So we're gonna hose that out, and then I have to go use my trailer again almost immediately. Okay, we have got the trailer set up now at our cattle chute, and we are loading up our 2 beef cattle that are going to the processor today. That is going to be Rocky and Minnie. So Rocky was a turd last night when we tried to put them together in the stall so they were ready to go today. He was being really not okay behavior-wise with Minnie. He was being really aggressive, chasing her around, and rather than risk her getting injured, we did house them separately. So we're gonna load him first, and then Minnie will come on after him. We actually put the divider in the trailer, so there's gonna be something between them. He can't swing around. He won't be able to injure her on the trip to the processor.
Close that sliding door, Amanda.
Oh, God. Okay, so this went slightly a little not according to plan.
We can get her to go in.
We were getting Minnie from her stall into Rocky's stall so she could go up the chute.
Actually, let's get.
And there's a small gap between the chute and the squeeze. So Minnie took her shot with a small gap. We were not hoping that she was going to run through the chute quite so quick. Josh was trying to get in there. Just moved quick. She got herself wedged because she moved the cattle chute out. Got herself wedged by the hips. It took some doing. We really are appreciative of Josh bringing a cattle prod. Like, it was not something we wanted to resort to, but to have it and to be able to get her to move when we absolutely needed her to, because it was crucial to her safety and crucial to our safety. So we got her untangled. We got a rope around her horns, got her untangled, and pulled her through the squeeze and into the trailer, and got her loaded. So both the cattle are now loaded. David is backing up the trailer right now, trying to get it out of this access road, and then we can actually hit the road with the 2 of them. All right, we are on the road.
Hi, everybody.
About 15 minutes from the processor.
Very exciting. It's a big first for us.
It is. This is a big day.
Got 2 happy cows in the back.
We have processed our first cow, steer,
Yeah, but these ones were like
bovine.
farm fresh and going to a real USDA processor to be sold to like genuine clients, and
Yeah. And
it's actual farm business.
I mean,
which is
we've
exciting.
had Minnie since she was a baby,
Yep.
so it's
Literally brought her home as a newborn, a little after newborn cat. but
she was weaned.
yeah, she was like
but-
2 months old.
Yeah, but this is full circle moment.
Yep. Now some of you may be asking yourself, is life on the farm all glamour and wonder? And the answer is, well, let me just show you what the answer is. I'm gonna deal with some of the glamour in here right now.
So that's all of the footage we actually have had sitting on the camera for a while. Obviously a lot more has happened since then, just because we got so busy and couldn't pick up the camera. So I will catch you guys up on a lot of stuff that happened in our next video, because this one's going to get a little too long if we try to catch you up on everything in one video. So tune in on the next video to kind of see everything else. Not see, but you're going to hear about everything else and see some of the new things that's going on now. As always, this is your country nerd with a goat herd saying that you can grow where you're planted.